everyone. My name is Chef Vito and I'm the Senior Executive Chef here at Missouri State University. Today we're going to have International Cooking 101, and I have a special guest today. His name is Sean Gong, and he's going to tell you a little bit about a traditional Chinese dish that we're going to be doing from his hometown. So I'm going to turn it over to Sean to tell you a little bit about himself.
Well, thank you very much. My name is Gong Xiaou, or I go by Sean. I work here on campus at the College of Business as China Program Specialist. I came over here about estimately 11 years ago as a transfer student. Then finished my first degree, finished a couple of others, and then fell in love with Springfield and decided to stay here. Lucky enough to find a job here. I come from northeast of China. It's called the Julienne province, Changchun City. Our hometown is very cold during winter, so our hometown cooking is more like the pungent feeling, the strong taste, go with lots of rice and I'm sorry to say, but lots of fatty meat. So that's what I love, what I've been missing from Springfield, because people here are so healthy. And at the very first stage, the year I arrived, we got only 33 Chinese students on campus. And the Chinese community is relatively smaller, so it's really hard to find anything related to my hometown, really. But along the years, Springfield developed, our school program develops. We started to get more and more Chinese restaurants in authentic form, and get more and more stores carry authentic Chinese ingredients. So today we're trying to do our hometown dish. Well, this is so popular all around China, you find it all over, but it's more like my hometown flavor. I miss it so much, I call back about 4 or 5 times asking my mom how to deal with it and try to find resources online. So finally got a bit of a feeling how to make it, so I'm going to share that dish with you guys. Hope you like it. Thank you. Back to Chef Vito.
Thank you, Sean. That was great. We're going to start off, since we're making a potato salad, a potato wire salad. I'm going to go ahead and show you how we cut the potatoes. First off, we start with either a russet or a baker potato. We peel it. Then I'm going to go ahead and flatten it out and square it off. So it makes it a little easier to do. And I'm going to cut it about an eighth of an inch thick. So we cut the slices very thin. And I'll put some to the side here. And as you can see, it's like matchstick style. The first step, once we have that done, we're going to go ahead and rinse those in cold water. So we have some cold water that we're going to rinse the extra starch off of. And I'm going to let that sit for a second, and Sean, for our marinating liquid, because the key with this is to keep it crispy, right?
That's right, absolutely.
So the vinegar is the key to do that.
Yeah, the vinegar will cure some of the starch inside of the wire, so that it will come out crispy and crunchy. So what we're going to do is, for the marinade sauce, we're going to get some just regular white vinegar, really basic ones. Not too much, just a drizzle of it. And just wash the wire in there, let it soak for 5–10 minutes.
So we soak it in the vinegar solution, and that allows it to get nice and crispy. Yep. Once that is done and we're ready, we'll have a pot of boiling water. Of course, we couldn't do that here for you, but in the back we had a pot of boiling water with a little more vinegar added to it. And we went ahead and blanched off our potatoes, and we have some here. If Sean wants to show you kind of what it looks like. Yeah,
it's really a really quick cooking process in there. Typically for small batch like this amount or 1 potato or 2, it's less than a minute. So you're gonna watch it very carefully. Once the color changes from white to semi-transparent, that is the time you're going to pull it out, and you'll shock that in the cold ice water. And then just rinse it really well, take it out, drain it, it should be good. And you can just always give it a try, see if it's crunchy or not.
I'm going to try it, Sean.
Really?
Oh, it's got a good crunch to it.
Okay, well, good. Then I will try it. Well,
we're going to go ahead now and make the dressing for it. So I'm going to let Sean go ahead and tell me what to put in here. And we have a few ingredients. So our first one is what, Sean?
the sesame oil.
Okay.
Yeah, it's about, for this amount, it's should not be more than a teaspoon of the sesame oil. Just get it in there, basically. And then just toss them basically. This one is actually, after draining the water, try to lock the water a little bit, so that later on when we put the salt and sugar in there, not too much water will come out like we were making the soup. And then after that, typically we got the just a little bit of that Szechuan Pepper extract oil. Second one down the road. Well, this stuff is really, it's like horseradish oil, very strong. Yep. And in our hometown, really, we're not come from a culinary school or professional chef, so most of Chinese recipe you'll find out will be seasoned to your taste. So what we're showing you right now is the basic format that I like the most. So you could do some modification on top of it after you try out and find out your flavor. So, and then we'll get some more this hot pepper oil, just about a teaspoon or so. We can add more if you don't think that's strong enough, Chef.
Yes, if you like it strong. Me, I don't.
Okay.
But maybe after today I'll do better.
Okay.
And then our next ingredient is.
This is the what do we call it? Actually, aged vinegar, rice vinegar. But this one got more of the saltiness in there, more pungent taste out of the vinegar. It's not just white vinegar. Some people may or may not like this one, so you can always use wet vinegar for familiar taste, for your personal preference. So, like I said, this is a home dish. Whatever the style or taste best appeal to you, that'll be the best dish for yourself.
A little more white vinegar?
You can give it a try, see if you like more.
No, I like with just the mature.
Okay. And this is the time with the more salt and sugar in there. Just a little bit more. Okay. Good deal. Do we have sugar?
No, we'll have to put that in later.
Okay. And then to finish off, typically we'll just put that in a beautiful dish and sprinkle on the cilantro flakes. And voila, that should be done.
Looks good, Sean.
Yeah.